Wednesday, convicted killer Bryan Kohberger chose to stay silent during his sentencing Wednesday, as left his motive a mystery. Now, many questions still circle around this chilling case, even as top law enforcement officials are revealing new details and documents. Here's ABC's Kana Whitworth, who's been following the story from the very beginning.
For nearly 3 years, the brutal murders of those 4 University of Idaho students gripped the nation. And this morning, for the first time after the murders of Xana Kernodle, Maddie Mogen, Kaylee Gonzalez, and Ethan Chapin, the lead prosecutor, Bill Thompson, reveals who he thinks might have been the target of the now convicted killer, Bryan Kohberger. What was the target?
I personally feel that for whatever reason, he targeted one of the young women on the 3rd floor. And the fact that he found them together, whether that was planned, we'll never know. It's more likely than not he did not expect to encounter Xana and the others up and about.
Thompson, along with lead prosecutors, revealing new details about the murders of Xana and Ethan, who were found on the 2nd floor of the home, and best friends Maddie and Kaylee found on the 3rd. And through the brutality of the crime, Kohberger leaving behind that key piece of evidence.
The sheath was found. It was noticed immediately in the bed.
Investigators hand delivering the sheath to the crime lab, tracing the DNA back to Kohberger. They instantly began surveillance in Pennsylvania and witnessed odd behavior.
He went out shopping a couple times. He was seen wearing gloves often. All of these behaviors had changed after the 13th, and that was one that we commonly saw, was that he had gloves on.
Eventually, authorities arresting him at his family's home.
I'll never forget, my phone dinged, and I looked at it and said, "We got him." And I can't describe the relief that washed over in that moment.
While investigators say they still don't have a specific motive, they did release more than 300 documents with stunning new details showing that Kaylee said she saw an unknown male outside the house staring at her weeks before the murders, and that a colleague of Kohberger said they noticed injuries on his face and hands that they say he claimed were from a car accident around the time of the murders. Dylan Mortensen, one of the 2 surviving roommates, giving this emotional testimony during the sentencing hearing.
What he did shattered me in places I didn't know could break.
Mortensen telling authorities she briefly saw the killer in the home. Scared, she ran to her roommate Bethany's bedroom.
We are fortunate that he got scared and ran and left without harming Dylan or Bethany. Dylan had an angel watching over her.
Kana Whitworth, ABC News, Moscow, Idaho.